Good morning in there, out there. From in here, out here. Vivi's nose, actual Vivi. Welcome to the Sentimentalist. Good morning, Mark. Caring for you, Ben, Mariana. Okay, well, I guess the big storm's going to roll in, huh? My job is to give you the news that's not news, because you already know it or whatever. Christmas. Here comes Christmas. One of the things that we do that you might find fun, although if you have a lot of presents, but see, we wrap a present in this brown paper, like brown paper packages tied up with string. And then each of us draws on them. Can you see that? These are some, as you can see, poorly drawn by me, but Christmas carolers. We'll set that right here. And it is the season to be loving and kind and all that, but that should be every season. I got a lot of flack for using the word love too much. You know, I keep reading these essays that love should be confined to, and then it's usually God and particular persons, but God first. I don't agree with that. I think it should be everywhere, over and over. I know some people think that if you say it too often, it loses its meaning. Well, I think that's their problem, isn't it? Never lost it for me. Kind of like the time the chair of the department at the college where I worked sent me a message that said simply this: you use exclamation marks too much. I wrote back and said, you use periods too often. I had was invited to read 2 poems and speak at the funeral memorial service for my dear friend Randy. He could move only one finger. He's the guy that taught me that there's not a day that goes by that I don't go like this or see things or do things that Randy never got to do. What was that like? Go through your life watching all kinds of things that you couldn't do. But I decided to read the 2 poems and also do stand-up, and somebody told me that they were pretty sure that was the first time that there had been stand-up done at a funeral. But his wife, Jill, dear Jill, she loved it. She even called me. I left right after the service. I thought I was going to be shot. But Randy's dear wife, Jill, called me not more than an hour or so later saying she was so grateful. So that was good. I didn't say much. I just referred to Randy being unable to do everything and tied it in and said so much for intelligent design. And I said it was quite something to have a memorial service for a guy who helped hundreds, immeasurable numbers of people. Seminary grad, taught at the seminary, taught nonviolent communication, did so many different things, painted, poetry, music, you name it, Randy did it. And I said it was interesting to have the memorial service on the same day that Donald Trump came out with superhero cards. Talk about a juxtaposition, huh? Well, my goodness. Let me see what we have here. What does that say? I can't even read it. It's something ornament. Oh, Ike and Mamie. We have an ornament on the tree that my grandmother always insisted be on the tree, and it's a round and there's a picture inside this plastic frame of Ike and Mamie, Dwight D. Eisenhower and Mamie Eisenhower. Yeah. Here's I hope Christmas is okay for you. It's such a mixed thing for so many people, what it's like to be, I don't know, sad, sorrowful, and drive around town with all these lights. And yet you want to have all these lights and Santa, and that's another side of it. Jesus grew up, and to be born, a birthday, okay. But I think all these other things we're doing are like what he'd like to have. Vivi just burped. What you'd like to have on your birthday. To see people giving presents on your birthday, wouldn't that be nice? I think that would be lovely. Decorating and lighting up the world on the darkest night of the year last night. Our lights still on this morning? That seems... If I was Jesus, I'd think that was pretty marvelous, actually. Yeah, I would. What was I going to say? Oh, so anyway, I just hope you have a nice Christmas. All our presents are out and wrapped. One Christmas, for a whole week, I wasn't allowed to go into my bedroom. I had to sleep on the couch. I was a little guy, about 8 or 9. And I couldn't go in my room because I was told there was a present that was visible in there. What would that be? And the day before Christmas, my dad came home. Got to see him. He took some time off from coaching. And he said to me, "Hey, you want to go down to the gym and shoot hoops?" And I went, "Yeah, I do. Let me go get my shoes." And I ran right into the bedroom, and there was a piano, which I never learned to play. My teacher, Paul Brown, has so much patience. Oh, my. You know what he'd say after every session? "Now try to practice a little more." He was a math prof at the college. Three kids, Wally, Kenny, and Carol Brown. There's a Carol Brown who lives near here, too. I want to tell what I think's a nice Christmas story and then read a poem. So daughter Meredith's in this shop the other day, and there's a couple, just a small shop, and a couple older guys in there, the owner and another guy, I guess it was his buddy. Well, I don't know, this part I didn't get, how they knew Meredith was a teacher. Maybe they have grandkids there and they've seen her, met her, about something. But as the one gentleman was turning to leave, he walked toward the door, and then he turned around and he looked straight at Meredith and he said, "Thank you for being a teacher," and walked out. And she lost it. That's for any teacher. So, I hope Christmas is a pleasant day for you. Christmas Eve, too. Some people celebrate on Christmas Eve. I thought that was nice. I thought that was very warm and cozy. You know what we watched last night? I know I'm going on and on, but you know what we watched last night? The Elf with Will Ferrell. And I woke up this morning thinking about that. I had some nightmares during the night, so it was good to think of the Elf in the morning. And I was thinking, there's something incredibly thoughtful about that. There's something mythical. It's not just a burlesque, a humor, a funny Will Ferrell. There's something else going on there, and I hope I don't think about it all day, but there really, really is. It's got the usual one person's grumpy and then they become not grumpy and all that kind of Christmas carol-y kind of thing. It's built around, but there's something else. And also, Leon Redbone sings the duet that causes all the controversy that I think is silly, but it's okay if you want to be that way. Anyway, Leon Redbone as a snowman, there's something we got to think about there. As a snowman, sings with Zoe Deschanel. And they sing that song, Baby It's Cold Outside. But you only see it in the credits. If you look closely, you realize that Zoe is also the lead in the movie. And there's just something wonderful about that, to realize that. And do you know who saw that? Julie. Yeah. Who made stocking caps. You should see these stocking. I was going to bring those out and show them to you. Oh, but they're wrapped. But she made stocking caps for 117 people. Can you imagine that? It's incredible. Here's our poem for today, okay? And again, whatever your background is, Peg and Jane and Jeff, happy Hanukkah. And don't play that Hanukkah song by what's his name. I never thought that was very funny. But happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm going on and on, but I don't want to leave you. Yeah, it feels like you're right here. Title is Christmas, the War in Ukraine. My father would be baking kolaches. Hear the cats? There they go again. Can you hear them? My father would be baking kolaches. I've shoveled the snow from the walk to the house, returning home, leaving home, finding a home. The line into the soup kitchen is a block long. Wood on the fire, eggnog, Christmas scarves on the dogs. All night, the stars. The oldest ornament we own, a wooden snowman sitting on a red sled. It's 101. The delivery trucks follow one another up the hill. We've placed this year's tea blend in the mailboxes. Each day we rearrange the Christmas cards on the windowsill. There's a wreath on the door. What family we have left will not be here. The cold clings in silver webs on the windows. Be kind. Well, you don't have to try to be of good cheer. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Be of good cheer. Take care.